Good afternoon, everybody. Please be seated. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of Queen Margaret University to this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other awards. It is also my honour to call upon our Chancellor. Please join me in welcoming Dame Prue-Leith.
Principal, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, ladies, gentlemen, and most importantly, our soon-to-be graduates. Last year, we could, like today, celebrate our graduates' achievements in this amazing hall, in person, all dressed up. And this year, this has seen our campus once more humming with life. But getting your degrees has not been all plain sailing, I know. I want to congratulate you for battling through the difficulties and stress of lockdown. It may be behind us, but it was one hell of a hurdle to get over. And you managed it. I would also like to congratulate your friends, family, tutors, professors, mentors, and everyone else who supported you through lockdown and through this your final year. I guess some of you have wondered what a cook who eats cake on telly for a living is doing as your Chancellor. Well, if you Google me, you'll find I've managed to do quite a few things in my long life other than eat cake. I've had a pretty good career as a businesswoman, a busy one as a food writer and journalist, an okay career as a novelist, and a successful one as a telly presenter. I've started and run a few charities, and I've sat on countless committees and boards. But why did I jump at the chance of being your Chancellor? Well, there were personal reasons. For a start, I'm in love with Scotland. My family on both sides came from Scotland. In my 20s, I very nearly married a Scottish rugby player. And 7 years ago, I married a guy born and bred in Edinburgh. A Playfair, no less. The best catering contract that my company ever landed was the Edinburgh International Conference Centre, and my idea of heaven is fishing on the Spey. But there are professional reasons too. I particularly admire the way QMU has remained proud of its distant origins as a cooking school. Did you know it used to be a cooking school? Athol Crescent, the then famous Edinburgh College of Domestic Science. Because I truly believe that practical and vocational skills are every bit as important as theoretical and academic ones. I love the fact that QMU, on becoming a university, didn't try to bury its vocational past in a rejection of the value of practical education. Instead, the new university built on that vocational past with a balance between practical and theoretical education and devising degrees that fit students for the modern world. I also like the QMU ethos, which is respectful, polite, and driven. Tutors and professors work with students closely and individually, helping them study, but also developing the drive, resilience, creativity, and empathy that are needed if you are to succeed. You can have the classiest degree in the world, but if you cannot get on with your fellows, or if you expect the world to come to you without you making any effort to woo it, that degree won't be of any help. I am very proud to be your Chancellor. At graduations, it's traditional for lofty geriatrics like me to hand down words of wisdom to the young. I shall try, though I suspect that much of the knowledge and wisdom in our modern tech-driven society lies with your generation rather than with mine. But let me at least offer you, for what it's worth, a few bits of advice which have helped me in my career and my life. The first is to keep your mind open to new things. Don't allow your job to constrict you to that one area. The wider your knowledge and the wider your interests, the better. You will be happier and more interesting to other people if you know stuff. Being a pretty face is not nearly as sexy as being interesting and interested. And don't think you can't change your mind about your career. Some of you, I know, will know exactly what you want to do, and you will go for it with confidence and concentration. But many of you will take jobs or choose careers that in the end just won't do. That's absolutely fine. It's all experience, and when you look back, that time will not have been wasted. You will have learned a lot. Before I settled on cooking, I'd started courses in drama, then art, then architecture, then a BA, and I never finished a single one. I went to university in Paris to learn French, and there, eureka, I discovered the joys of French cooking, and I knew that I wanted to be a cook. But those false starts were not a waste. They gave me a lasting love of the theatre, of art and of architecture, of France and of travel. I think the secret to being interesting and interested is never to be bored. Just don't allow yourself to be bored. Being bored is a cardinal sin in my book. Everyone and everything is interesting if you bother to find out about what makes it tick. I once said to the late Prince Philip that it must be dreadfully boring watching all those tribal dances and shaking all those hands and touring endless factories. He said the trick was to take an interest. If you understand the origin of the dances and what the gestures mean, they become interesting. If you find out how the machinery in the factory works or the problems and opportunities for the manufacturer, a factory can be fascinating. And then my next bit of homespun wisdom is you can do more than you think. If you have a very demanding job, another string to your bow will keep you sane. I know a top lawyer who has written a book of mathematical puzzles. I know an education bigwig who writes poetry, works for the Samaritans, and fosters refugee children. Most of the people we know, all of us, if you think of the people you know who are interesting, they do more than one thing. And I've got a bit lost now. My interest in art, for example, led me to what is honestly my proudest achievement, which is getting the huge empty plinth on Trafalgar Square used as exhibition space for contemporary works of art. It took 5 years, and we had to get our plans passed by 13 committees: the Georgian Society, the Fine Art Commission, the English Heritage, Westminster Planning, on and on and on. Now the finest of artists gets works up there. Anthony Gormley, Anish Kapoor, Tracy Emin have all had their moment on that plinth. My next recommendation is stickability. You have already shown wonderful stickability in getting your degrees. There must have been moments when you wanted to chuck it, but you didn't. With my poor record at university, I can only say, respect. Almost nothing gets done and dusted, which does not take some sustained effort. It's easy to start things, just hard to finish them. It's easy to start a book, a war, a love affair, a baby, but writing the whole book, getting out of the war, sustaining that love affair, loving that baby when he's a sulky teenager, it all needs stickability. I'm often asked what the secret of a successful career and happy life is. Of course there isn't one, but I attribute mine mainly to a lot of energy and a can-do approach. If things go wrong, as they often have done, I've tended to think, oh well, let's try something else. Or, damn it, that was a good idea. Let's have another shot at it. I think looking ahead is more important than worrying about the past. You also need to be prepared to sell yourself, to be a good marketer, talk the talk if you like. I started out going round the tube as a chef for hire, cooking people's private dinner parties. The posh women I worked for would mostly tell their friends about me, and I'd get more jobs. But one day I heard, through the kitchen hatch, my employer, on being congratulated on the food, claiming she'd cooked the dinner herself. That girl in the kitchen, she said, is only there to do the washing up. I was tempted, of course, to open the hatch, stick my head through it, and enlighten them. But I didn't. What I did was I put one of my business cards into the coat pocket of all the guests' coats that was hanging in the hall. That's a kind of marketing, I guess. Most importantly, in life and in work, is to do the right thing. Those of you who have been studying what makes a business sustainable will not be surprised to hear me claim that the moral core, the ethical fiber of a company, has a lot to do with its success. My company started rather haphazardly, but did eventually develop a kind of philosophy or a set of principles expressed by our very simple motto, simply better. By simple, I meant simple, honest, straightforward, no tricks. We did not squeeze our suppliers on price, and we paid them on time. We gave the service charge, all of it, to the staff, and we treated them like friends. We told the truth to our customers. If we got something wrong, we groveled. It's amazing how effective a tool the word sorry is. The better part of Simply Better meant three things. Better than our competitors, obviously. Better than yesterday, i.e. we tried to improve things all the time. And better than our customers' expectations. If you do an outstanding job, they will tell the world. My last bit of homespun wisdom, never feel too grand to do the dirty jobs. When I started out, I had to scrub out the bins and clean my little van, and I had to gut the pheasants. But as the company grew, obviously I spent more time in the office and less with a broom in my hands. But if I was out on a job, say a wedding, I prided myself on being the last to leave to help the guys take out the rubbish, load the van, sweep the floor. It stood me in good stead because our staff knew that I understood their jobs. After all this boasting, it's time for a confession. My generation has done little to solve the problems of the world. Indeed, many of the problems exist because we did not accept the concept of global responsibility. And we have failed miserably to tackle the challenges of a rapidly increasing world population, of global warming, of terrorism, corruption, of greed. But problems are also opportunities, and your generation is the most powerful in history, with a transformational impact of information technology and unbelievably fast-changing and powerful communications. This means that you need to be open to change, not frightened or resentful of it, and accept, even welcome, the adjustments that you will have to make in your career, and embrace the inevitability of lifelong learning. You will find, I am sure, that even if, which is very unlikely, you work for the same organization for your whole career, you will need to retrain and keep retraining to keep up to speed. Like a doctor, no one wants to be treated by a medic who knows nothing of the latest research and progress in medicine. It's a sobering thought that 40% of today's job titles were not around when I was first in business, like risk assessor, environmental officer, political advisor, influencer, digital marketing manager. None of them existed. And as many have gone, like typist, milkman, lighthouse keeper, printer. And the process is accelerating. Train driver, taxi driver, and pilot are sure to go soon. And jobs like solicitor and tax advisor are being taken over by apps and algorithms and AI that are better informed and more frequently updated than real lawyers or consultants. And herein lies a great opportunity. Bill Gates says it very well. Humanity's greatest advance is not in its discoveries, but in how they're applied to reduce inequity. Of course, your focus must rightly be on your own ambitions and goals, but you must also try to behave honestly and ethically and do your bit for people less well off than you. So finally, and it cannot be said too often, congratulations on your degrees. QMU, I know, thinks the world of its students and is collectively so proud of you. You have made a brilliant start to the next stage in your life. I hope this is not the last that we see of you, but many, many congratulations and very good fortune in the future. Thank you.
In the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Wafa Shaheen. Chancellor, Wafa Shaheen is Head of Services at the Scottish Refugee Council, the leading refugee charity in Scotland, and she is a long-standing partner of Queen Margaret University's Institute of Global Health and Development. After completing an MSc in engineering at the University of Baghdad, Wafa worked in the city in engineering and technical roles. It was through that work that she met her husband. They married on Christmas Day, 1986, primarily, it seems, so that Wafa could attend an all-night New Year party in Baghdad, as restrictions under Saddam Hussein's dictatorship meant women could only party all night if they were married. When their son was only a baby, Wafa woke up after a nap to find that her husband, who had popped out for something, hadn't returned. He had become one of Iraq's forcibly disappeared. He was one of up to 1 million people in the country who have been detained without an arrest warrant, usually for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, during 50 years spanning the dictatorial rule of Saddam Hussein, the US-led military occupation, and the rise of Islamic State militants. In her moving 2017 TEDx talk, Wafa describes how, on his return about a month later, emaciated and filthy, the first thing her husband said was, "My son is not going to grow up in this country, and we have to leave." In 1996, the family found themselves in Glasgow. Wafa's experience supporting New Scots in their journeys to social and economic inclusion started soon after her arrival in Scotland, when she first began work supporting Arabic speakers to access healthcare. She has been with the Scottish Refugee Council since 2000, where her skill and experience in developing culturally competent and high-quality services has led to the development of a uniquely Scottish approach to welcoming people seeking international protection. As well as delivering asylum and immigration advice, Wafa has been key in providing strategic insights into the new communities settling in Scotland. Her insights into the importance of social connections within and across communities have guided the sector and associated research ever since. In 2005, Wafa took the lead in designing and delivering a pilot refugee integration service, Sunrise, a UK-wide national programme. This service has continued and expanded until the present day. From 2015 to 2018, Wafa had operational responsibility for the Holistic Integration Service Partnership led by the Scottish Refugee Council, which has been nationally and internationally recognised as a model of good practice. The services have put into action a conception of refugee integration that recognises refugees' resilience and capacities rather than their vulnerabilities and avoids simplistic assumptions about their needs. Learning, and putting learning into practice, has underpinned service delivery, and Wafa has worked closely with Queen Margaret University since 2015, when Dr. Alison Strang led the learning strand of the Holistic Integration Service evaluation. The results of the evaluation have resulted in academic publications and practice toolkits and have influenced the Scottish Government's refreshed New Scots refugee integration strategy. Wafa has been the driver behind QMU's research on social connections and their role in integration. Wafa's influence extends well beyond the Scottish Refugee Council. She has been a member of the Scottish Government's New Scots Core Group. With expertise in housing, she has participated in Glasgow's Homelessness Strategic Planning Group, where she was able to help ensure that solutions to homelessness in Glasgow take refugee needs and aspirations into account. She was one of the original members of the Scottish Government's Refugee Task Force Integration Forum, the legacy of which continues to shape Scotland's response to refugee arrivals, including the Syrian, Ukrainian, and Afghani resettlement schemes. Wafa has used her personal and professional platform to counter misinformation around refugee narratives. Her advocacy for compassionate, sustainable, holistic refugee integration could not be more urgent and relevant. Chancellor, I now invite you to confer upon Wafa Shaheen the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Oh dear, this is huge. Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Chair, everybody in this room, especially you youngsters who will conquer the world and who will change the world that we didn't manage to change, or we changed to the worse. Receiving this honor is something really big, and it extends beyond my own personal accomplishment. It's actually, I feel it's the collective effort of everybody who, through all my life prior to Scotland and in Scotland, had supported me to do. Where should I start? My father, who had, by the way, I'm the youngest of 10, 7 girls, and my father used to say, education, your degree is your weapon, especially for you women, for girls. Illiterate mother, but was obsessed with education and work ethics. My husband, who actually brought us here, he wanted his children to be away from a country where you can't freely think, you can't have an open mind, you can't have an open heart. I am absolutely honored by this recognition. And I don't have words of wisdom for you. All I have is what you already heard, is you stick to your dreams, but be aware that your dreams will change, and that's absolutely fine. You'll start somewhere and end somewhere else. Life will throw things at you, and that's absolutely fine, because you'll survive, because it's who you are, and because what life already thrown at you. Because I believe you are the first group that went through the pandemic. So there is a lot of common between what refugees go through and what you had to go through in the last few years. Lots of disruption to your normal life, things that you never dreamt that will happen to you, happened to you, and you lived through it because you're strong and resilient. And that's what refugees have to do. They are strong and resilient. They had to flee their country. They come here not because they chose to, although Scotland is a beautiful place. I would, if I knew about Scotland before I came, I could have chosen to come and live here. But please remember that people like me that come to Scotland as refugees are not here by choice. I had the great honor of working with Queen Margaret University and knowing lots of fine academics. Some of them are here. Alison Strang is the one that for 8 years, I couldn't believe. So when the study that Alison, Egger and Strang did to come up with, they developed a framework for integration that is not recognized only by SRC or Scottish Government or the UK. It's already, it's across Europe and it's globally. If you haven't read it, I would recommend that you read it, because that study is the basics of all the work and policy practice on refugee integration in Scotland. And I had the pleasure of testing the model that was suggested by Alison Strang. And then in 2013, I was lucky enough actually to work with her. It was a dream coming true for me. But for me, it's ingrained the fact, the importance of having that theory influencing the day-to-day life of the people that we work with and support. Once again, thank you so much for this great honor, and I wish you all the best of luck in whatever you choose to do. I believe some of you will be teachers, some of you will be paramedics. You be what you want to be, but please open your minds and hearts. Thank you so much.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of Degree of Doctor of Philosophy by Publication, Eleanor Bunyan. For the award of Degree of Master of Research, Claire Kenny. Monica Putelberge. Oganisuve Ugbegan. For the award of Degree of Master of Research, Clinical Science, John O'Toole. For the award of Degree of Master of Research, Education, Katie Thomas. For the award of Professional Graduate Diploma in Education Secondary Home Economics, Jennifer Banks. Lorna Campbell. Emma Clark. Nina Galpin. Kirsten Glenn. Kivar Harvey. Claire Houston. Erin Hutchison. Jane Marshall. Angela McGee. Victoria Murray. Olivia Pettigrew. Zoe Sigley. Jennifer Smith. Gemma Stephen. Katie Taylor. Gillian Veach. For the award of Degree of Bachelor of Arts in Childhood Practice, Karen Marshall. Jane Peters. Rosalind Skipsey. For the award of Degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Childhood Studies, Kayla Cherritt. Amber Harris. Rachel McWaugh. Zara Mickey. Erin Wood. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Studies, Sarah Aslan. Molly Avyard. Megan Colborne. Eva Shetkova. Cheryl Dow. Keely Hetherington. Kiara Hogg. Chloe MacDonald. Iona McCabe. Joseph McPherson. Hope Muir. Florence Nyathi. Saba Puramari Kermani. Lindsay Smith. Ellie Wallace. Jennifer Wilson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Education Studies, Erin Barr. Samantha Jane Carroll. Miriam Lawson. Molly Little. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Studies, Primary, Amy Alexander. Shannon Allingham. Natasha Andrews. Jennifer Atkins. Jasmine Bell. Kirsten Bell. Sally Burrell. Lucy Black. Louise Brady. Cara Collins-Thompson. Megan Cooper. Daisy Cross. Claire Davis. Claire Delworth. Billy Dethridge. Katrina Doby. Rachel Doyle. Lindsay Dunbar. Caitlin Easton. Jennifer Ellis. Ben Ferguson. Natalia Figurska. Ryan Fletcher. Emma Fraser. Avani Gautam. Eleanor Hall. Anna Hamill. Emily Hamilton. Chloe Adele Hay. Erin Heatley. Iona Henderson. Morgan Ego. Christina Jameson. Gemma Jameson. Niamh Kelly. Erin Ketchen. Abida Khan. Abby Kiernan. Sarah Lawler. Amy Lindsay. Nicola Lynch. Jessica Maketo. Hannah McRae. Molly Marley Milligan. Laura Marshall. Carla May. Beth McCallum. Cassie McConnell. Chloe McManus. Amy McMicken. Katrina McNeil. Eve Miller. Victoria Moore. Keris Morgan. Charlotte Muir. Sarah Murphy. Lauren O'Hagan. Katie O'Neill. Shannon O'Neill. Alistair Palfreman-Smith. Shakira Parker. Hannah Parsons. Caitlin Peterson. Alishba Qureshi. Gail Robertson. Gillian Robertson. Amber Rose Rogers. Hannah Ross. Abby Smith. Zoe Smith. Julie Snedden. Alicia Spear. Ellie Stewart. Jack Taylor. Lauren Thompson. Bryony Walker. Hannah Watt. Erin Welsh. Shannon White. Hannah Wiley. Catherine Young. Iona Young. Sabrina Zahir. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Education Studies, Primary, Philippa Worthington. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Psychology, Ashley Cloy. Sara Calado Bolanos. Maria Corby Poveda. Lorna Kuti. Nicoleta Sivariova. Leona Dijovic. Megan Freeman. Shaila Gander. Davina Garcia Jimenez. Katie Ann Gray. Zoya Gull. Eleanor Guthrie. Emma Hodgson. Matthew Howard. Rachel Hewson. Shanice Hussain. Alice Jensen. Hannah Keith. Oisin Kelly. Rachel Kidd. Freya Kirkwood. Suzanne Kyle. Leah McCormack. Megan McDonald. Connor McAnally. Emma McNiven. Alexandra Moore. Shane O'Donnell. Tara Patel. Jade Purcell. Katie Robertson. Laura Salminen. Jomana Sakur. Erin Watson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Psychology and Sociology, Dania Bedretton. Heather Buckley. Stephanie Davis. Sarah Jabbar. Katrina Doby. Beth Forrest. Chloe Gallagher. Callum Gibson. Anna Headley. Freya Hibbert. Shona Jeffries. Matthew Kirk. Laura McCready. Emily Moffat. Lucy Neal. Sophie Pedden. Chloe Smith. Rosalie Williamson. Brooke Wilson. Eva Wilson. Alexander Woodward. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Public Sociology, Zina Akhtar. Shannon Angus. Margot Ballantyne. Philippa Brew. Emily Chambers. Declan Cleland. Charlotte Dawson. Caitlin Goddard. Nazneen Khan. Christiana McDove. Fiona Reid. Erin Scott. Lauren Stevenson. Kathleen Stewart. Jessica Turbot. Samuel Watt. Emma Wright Boulton. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Public Sociology, Michelle Gibb. Natalie Langa. Jeanette Ann Miller. Gabrielle Smart. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education, Chloe Banks. Chancellor, a further 96 candidates are presented for awards in absentia.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dominic Blatt. Chinsia Kruder. For the award of Professional Doctorate in Health and Social Sciences, Joseph McIntyre. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Health, Ian Swallow. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Medical Imaging, MRI, Cleona O'Rourke. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Physiotherapy, John Quill Gilbert. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Diagnostic Radiography, Pre-Registration, Emma Innes. Claire McCarthy. Aisha Pravin. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Diagnostic Radiography, Pre-Registration, Inaro Adi Keba. Xu Zhan Yu. Elise Lewis. Alexander Shackles. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Dietetics, pre-registration, Caroline Gill. Emma Kelly. Sarah Layler. Rachel Lenahan. Kiva Lennon. Ailey McNeil. Dara McGonigal. Aoife O'Connor. Katrina O'Shea. Emily Jane Sweeney. For the award of postgraduate certificate in mammography, Lily Campbell. Marie Fede Maillard. Joe B. Jacob. Sumaya Korean Kolatu. Hannah Langen. Kiara McMenamin Barr. Alexandra Mishashek. Jeanne Osborne. Lucy Richardson. Kirsten Shaw. Aisling Simmet. Rebecca Taylor. Sarita Varghese. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Medical Imaging, MRI, Emma Candlish. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Musculoskeletal Medicine, Louise Dixon. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Physiotherapy, pre-registration, Shams Abdul Khalek. Robert Anako. Rachel Briggs. Ailey Brown. Hayley Burgess. Marco Casado Barton. Claire Conlon. Seamus Curran. Claudia Davis. John Fitzpatrick. Rianne Hunter. Kimberly Innes. Sean Kelly. Anush Kikos Rabani. Dara Long. May Mackay. Megan McGrath. Rachel McIntosh. Kevin Milne. Darcy Molly. James Munro. Yvonne O'Sullivan. Anna Parks. Jamie Ray. Maniko Ray, Erica Sochin, Bailey Shepherd, Alicia Tchaiczynska, Aidan Wall, Olivia Wardrop, Megan Watson, Jonathan Weir, Joshua West. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Radiotherapy, Fiona Sinclair. For the award of degree of Master in Science in Radiotherapy and Oncology, Derba McLaughlin. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Theory of Podiatric Surgery, Chloe Hendy. Carla McCardo. Neil William Pomfret. Susanna Basha. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Pharmacology, Rhiannon Cruikshank. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Diagnostic Radiography, Katie Alexander. Wasim Al-Kahali. Sakina Al-Lucia. Molly Anderson. Gemma Baker. Kate Brennan. Kate Brennan. Nooralen Chaudhry. Shauna Cooney. Aileen Dale. Rachel Dorat. Rebecca Doyle. Caitlin Duffy. Marie Gamble. Holly Glodek-Lewis. Holly Grieve. Megan Lamont. Kyla Manson. Maria Nieves Marato Potas. Charlotte Rose Moore. Emmett Moore. Orla O'Day. Sylvia Pasquale. Ralph Rigel. Gemma Robertson. Kiara Walsh. For the award of degree of Master of Dietetics, Lauren Barry. Niamh Egan. Clotilde O'Callaghan. Kelly Reid. Sonia Semjonos. Orla Sweeney. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Dietetics, Lily Gallagher. Anna Podmore. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education in Mammography, Barbara Kerr. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nutrition, Nadia Bhatti. Ines Maria Burtica. Angie Cairns. L'Oreal Caput. Evan Connolly. Pavel Dashkalov. Cheryl Francis. Emily Fraser. Travis Ho. Mark McCubbin. Emma Scudder. Hazel Somerville. Vasilia Todorova. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physical Activity, Health and Wellbeing, Christopher Baldy. Amelia Black. Francesca Kira. Abby Miko. Isla Mitchison. Iona Ross. Kira Waddell. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Physical Activity, Health and Wellbeing, Andrea Turcello. Devin Nagoy. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physiotherapy, Liliana Alves de Souza. Kieran Chapman. Ellen Clark. Caitlin Davis. Sophie Gardner. Holly Lane. Kate McDonald. Jack McGarrigle. Hannah McManus. Georgia Miller. Rudy Muncaster. Gregor Nixon. Alicia Rennie. Cara Robson. Hannah Scott. Abigail Smith. Margaret Taylor. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Podiatry, Ricardo Amico Santi. Sylvia Beklavska. Harry Blair. Emer Carroll. Joanne Cunningham. Callum Douglas. Alexander Edgar. Ada Fraser. Emma Gill. Aidan Johnson Matchett. Hubert Kaczmarski. Melanie Kennedy. Mia McIver. Tracy Manson. Lee Meacher. Ewan Miller. Alistair Neighbour. Semiat Obateo. Christopher Pantoni. Bruno Pereira. James Purcell. Dale Roger. Natasha Sutherland. Lena Sheftuk. Virginia Vacaloloma. Angel Vinier. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Therapeutic Radiography, Gemma Donnelly. Emma McBride. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Health Studies, Joshua Russell Douglas. Chancellor, a further 138 candidates are presented for awards in absentia. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of degrees, diplomas and certificates.
Chancellor, honorary graduate, graduates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, to you, our graduates, my heartfelt congratulations. This is a day always to remember. To our honorary graduate, Dr. Shaheen, many congratulations to you too for all you have achieved. It means a great deal to have you join us for this celebration as part of our QMU community. To all the families, friends and supporters here today, who I have to say have been in great voice, enjoy the occasion. You are very much part of it. It will stay with you as a special memory for many, many years. For the university and all the staff involved who have helped and encouraged you through the journey of learning, discovery and growth, your contribution has been immense. So we come here together today to celebrate achievement, particularly that of our wonderful graduates. And we do so in person, which is still a wonderful feeling after the challenges of COVID. For you, our graduates have shown resilience, adaptability, determination, resourcefulness, and consideration for each other. We are immensely proud, not just of what you have achieved, but of how you have achieved it. And that approach resonates with our values and with our belief at Queen Margaret University in the importance of both the individual and the community. As we consider the challenges facing society locally, nationally and globally, and both our Chancellor and Dr. Shaheen talked about that, we must also consider how they might be tackled. And while science, technology and infrastructure will play an important part, it is people, most probably working in teams and collaborating across networks, who will find and implement the answers, the many responses which are needed. And you, our graduates, I believe will be among those people, with your skills, your knowledge, your creativity, and your adaptability. Those qualities will be valued more than ever. And I say that with all the more conviction in these days when AI and machine learning is very much on our minds. Your time at university has been a journey of learning and discovery about life and relationships. It has, of course, been an intellectual process, gaining knowledge and understanding through the curiosity and discovery which remain at the heart of a university education. That education has also enabled you to acquire and hone new skills, perhaps even more than you appreciate. More than anything, it's been about you as the whole person, about who you are, what you stand for, what you can achieve, and what matters. Beyond knowledge and skills, I hope your time at Queen Margaret has helped you reflect on the importance of integrity and compassion, about valuing yourself, your friends, your family, and the communities that you are part of. When I look back at my own time as a student, now some 40 years ago, that understanding of relationships, of how to learn, and how to apply knowledge has stayed with me and remains the foundation on which I base my leadership. Our focus on both the whole person and on society is what essentially drives Queen Margaret University. We are proud to be a modern university, broad in outlook and inclusive, and I hope open to new ways of doing things while respecting our heritage, dating back, as the Chancellor said, to 1875, when the Edinburgh School of Cookery was founded with the purpose of improving the health of working class people and providing professional opportunities for women. Though today's university is, of course, very different from that institution, it pays to remember our origins and what motivated the pioneering women who set out on that journey with conviction nearly 150 years ago. In saying that, it's also important to recognize the recent developments at Queen Margaret and to understand our ambition that manifests itself in many ways. We're a university founded on partnership, and we're proud to have collaborative partners, both internationally, with other universities, and indeed with colleges across Scotland. These collaborations support our commitment to widening access to higher education, providing alternative routes by which students can get a degree with QMU, both locally and globally. One such example of a partnership began with the aim to help young people across East and Mid Lothian who struggled with learning during lockdown, but which has since continued to deliver benefits, is our pioneering Enhanced Learning Tutoring Initiative, or ELTI as we call it. Designed specifically to help pupils identified by schools as requiring additional support at the most critical periods of their education, this project is led by the university with critical funding from the STV Children's Appeal. Another example is our continued work with colleges in Scotland to develop innovative partnerships that support students to access degree qualifications while studying at college. Our partnership with Fife College enables students studying subjects such as photography and design to complete an honours degree in creative enterprise, while students studying HND childhood practice can access our childhood studies degree. And we've recently developed a similar model with the City of Glasgow College and Edinburgh College, whereby students undertaking HND sports therapy can complete our new Bachelor of Science in Sports Rehabilitation at their respective college. These innovative partnerships and delivery models help ensure college students can reskill or upskill closer to home, whilst also addressing identified workforce needs in these dynamic and growing sectors. Important though these innovative partnerships are, let me return to the stars of today's ceremony, our students. Today we have students graduating from 2 divisions, from the Division of Psychology, Sociology and Education, and the Division of Dietetics, Nutrition and Biological Sciences, Podiatry, Physiotherapy and Radiography. I'd like to say just a few words, and these are just a few words on some of the highlights and the achievements of those 2 divisions. For Psychology, Sociology and Education, in September 2019, we expanded our provision by developing education programs for the first time, and this is the first opportunity we've had to celebrate graduation of our BA Education Studies and BA Education Studies primary students alongside the PGDE secondary home economics students. At the heart of both our undergraduate and postgraduate programs is an understanding of education from an evidence-based and a social justice-orientated perspective. The impact of the pandemic over the course of our undergraduate programs has meant that in addition to learning at a distance from campus, students have had to navigate online school placements and quickly create new ways of engaging and supporting young and potentially vulnerable learners in schools across Scotland. And I'm sure that the education students who have graduated today will show the same resilience and creativity as they move into their future roles. For dietetics, nutrition, biological sciences, podiatry, physiotherapy and radiology, we have just as a few highlights. Dietetic graduates from our first undergraduate integrated master's program. The launch of our new undergraduate public health program starting in September is the first undergraduate degree in public health in Scotland. And the program focuses on a competency-informed curriculum and has been accredited by the International Union for Health Promotion Education. The Scottish Centre for Food Development and Innovation work supported by grants from Innovate UK to explore the use of novel salt replacement strategy using an underexploited soy byproduct in collaboration with Scott Bio, funded by the Industrial Biotechnology Innovation Centre, to explore new microalgae ingredients. And over the last year, we've invested in several projects with Age Scotland to augment practice-based simulation learning for students. State-of-the-art virtual reality headsets will enable students to explore virtual residential home and domestic kitchen environments to gain empathy and understanding of the daily challenges of people living with dementia. These are just a few examples of how we have to continue to develop to try to address the new problems of society and take advantage of opportunity, partnership and technology. But whatever you have studied at Queen Margaret University, we celebrate and respect what you have achieved. In doing so, we also acknowledge that your journey does not end here. In many ways, it is just the beginning. And again, that's a point both our Chancellor and Dr. Shaheen made. And certainly the next chapter of your life will be an exciting one. I'm confident that every one of you will go on to make a positive difference. As the Chancellor also said, be open to new ideas. Be confident, but humble enough to learn from others and from your own experience. Draw on the determination and resolve you've shown throughout your time at QMU. And please do not forget the importance and value of kindness. Please keep in touch. We really do mean it when we say that QMU is a community. You're now part of our extended family, and we would love to hear about your life's adventure. I have one last but important thing to ask of our graduates. I said earlier how much we recognize the vital role of family and friends, and that what they've done in enabling you to get where you are today. Could I therefore ask all our graduates, if you are able, to stand up, to turn and face your family and friends, and to give them a round of applause and a big cheer. Thank you. We thank you for all you have done. Our graduate success is your success. So finally, may I once again offer my congratulations. May I also say a special thank you to all my colleagues who have worked so hard to make today such a special occasion. And now finally, may I ask you to be upstanding for the academic procession.